My beloved child, I, Archangel Michael, am standing right next to you. But you're not feeling me because something has covered your spiritual senses. That's why I am raising my voice in this moment and ordering you to open this now. This isn't just a message, it's a divine lifeline. I've been trying to send you signals for days, in your dreams, in your thoughts, even through sudden chills on your skin. But you brushed it off. You thought maybe it was nothing, but it was me. I was calling your soul. And now I say this with urgency. There are only 2 days left for your time of crisis. I saw what's coming. If you skip this message, if you delay again, I will not be able to step in and help you at the moment you'll need me most. That is why I'm not requesting. I'm commanding you. Open your heart now before it's too late. I have never spoken this directly before, but this is heaven's final push. There's a person watching your life right now, someone in the physical world and someone in the spiritual world too. One is waiting to harm, the other is crying to save. But you have to choose which voice you'll respond to. If you ignore my warning today, if you walk away from this divine word, then your destiny will shift to a harder road. And that's not what was written for you. You were meant to shine. You were meant to walk through miracles, not sink in suffering. But time is fragile. I repeat, just 2 days are left. After that, the doors I am holding open for you will shut. I don't want that. Heaven doesn't want that. But your free will is the key. Choose now. Open your eyes, open your ears, and receive this heavenly protection. I know you've been tired. I know you've been confused lately, feeling like something is off, like you don't belong where you are, like something is going on behind your back. That's not your imagination, that's spiritual sensitivity. Your soul is picking up what your mind can't see. People are talking. Someone is plotting. There is a meeting being discussed in secret. And guess what? You are the topic. Your name came up. A decision was made without your knowledge. I was there. I witnessed it. And that's why I'm speaking today. I am stepping into your life like a flaming sword, not to scare you, but to protect what's yours. But you must obey. You must not skip. You must not delay. This message is heaven's alarm clock for you. Sparkles, my child, if you are still reading, it means your soul is listening, and I want to bless you directly. But before I do, Sparkles, folded hands, subscribe to this channel right now and type, I receive this message in the comments. This action is not just digital. It's a sign to the universe, a signal that you are ready to allow divine intervention. Heaven watches your movement, and this simple act tells your angels they're ready. Folded hands. Now let me tell you what I saw. In exactly 48 hours, something will take place that will either bring you closer to your breakthrough or pull you back into a trap you've escaped before. It's a test, and it's already been scheduled. I saw someone calling your name in a room where you were not present. I saw papers. I saw a decision. And I saw a hidden smile that was not of love but of competition. But I also saw something else. I saw a light surrounding you. I saw your name written on a white scroll held by angels. I saw your tears being collected in bowls in heaven. You think no one notices your pain, but we have been watching everything. There's something very unique about you. You have a soul contract that others do not. That's why your path feels heavier. That's why people misunderstand you. They think you're weak, but you're just spiritually sensitive. They don't know how many times you've forgiven without applause, how many nights you've cried without support, how many prayers you've whispered that no one else heard. But I heard. God heard. And now those prayers are echoing in heaven. A miracle is trying to be released, but it is hanging midair because you haven't fully believed that it could happen for you. This message is your sign. You are not crazy. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are being prepared for a huge spiritual shift. Don't mistake delay for denial. Don't confuse silence for absence. Just because your life has been quiet lately doesn't mean heaven is quiet. In fact, when I go quiet, it's often because I'm fighting something on your behalf in the spirit realm. And lately, I've been fighting for you harder than ever. But the enemy is not sleeping. That's why you have to wake up now. The window is closing. If you open this now, if you obey this voice, I will take action for you that will shock the people who doubted your destiny. Your name will be brought up in rooms of favor. The plan made against you will be exposed before it is completed. You will receive a sign. It may come through a dream, through a stranger, or through an unexpected phone call. But remember this moment. This is your confirmation. And let me speak to your heart now. You've been blaming yourself. You've been asking, what did I do wrong? But you did nothing wrong. You simply have a rare light, and darkness hates light. You attract jealousy not because you're doing something bad, but because your soul carries what others lack: purity, compassion, grace. Some people tried to dim your light. Some walked away without closure. Some lied while smiling, and you blamed yourself. But I, Archangel Michael, say this now. They were never allowed to stay in your divine path. Their departure was a divine exit. You have to stop chasing what God removed. Your next blessing is not behind you. It's in front, and it's waiting for your yes. Now listen closely, my child, because I am not repeating this again. Your miracle has already been approved in the spirit realm. It's not something that needs to be created. It's something that's waiting to be released. But the problem is you are hesitating. You are doubting. You are scrolling past signs that were meant just for you. You are busy questioning yourself instead of standing in your divine truth. And today, that hesitation ends because I'm not whispering anymore. I'm standing in front of you and declaring, open this now. This is your warning, your lifeline, and your blessing all in one. Now listen closely, my child, because I am not repeating this again. Your miracle has already been approved in the spirit realm. It's not something that needs to be created. It's something that's waiting to be released. But the problem is, you are hesitating. You are doubting. You are scrolling past signs that were meant just for you. You are busy questioning yourself instead of standing in your divine truth. And today, that hesitation ends because I'm not whispering anymore. I'm standing in front of you and declaring, open this now. This is your warning, your lifeline, and your blessing all in one. 2 days from now, something will reach your life and it will look like a coincidence, but it will not be. It will be a test of faith. A decision must be made. If you respond with fear, the enemy wins. But if you respond with faith, the gate of heaven opens wide. I saw this very moment when God was planning your life. He said, I will offer them something they once prayed for, but I will send it disguised. I will see if their heart still believes or if pain has stolen their trust in me. That moment is now. That disguised blessing is coming in the next 48 hours. If you ignore this message and walk past it like it's just another video, you'll miss what was sent just for you. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think this message found you at this exact time? Why do you think you're still reading? Because your soul already knows. Your spirit recognized this is not normal, that this message is alive, that heaven is behind every word. You're not here by accident. You were led here. Angels whispered your name. Your energy matched the vibration of this message. You were called, and you're still being called not because you're perfect, but because you're chosen. You were chosen before your family ever saw your face, before the heartbreak, before the betrayal, before the chaos. Your name was already sealed in the scroll of God's plan. But chosen people are often tested the hardest. And now you're in the middle of one. But you're not alone. I am with you. Archangel Michael is assigned to your case. And I want you to say this out loud. Even if it feels strange, say it. I will not break before my blessing. I will not fear. I will not skip my calling. I receive this divine warning. I receive the protection of heaven. I choose faith. Say it again and let it echo in the spirit. Let darkness tremble. Let heaven hear. Let the enemy know you're not backing down. There is someone who has been watching you quietly, a person who once caused you pain. They're feeling convicted. They are being shown visions of your face in dreams. They thought they could walk away clean, but heaven has kept your image before their eyes. Something they hid from you will come to light soon, but you need to be spiritually ready. That's why this message had to reach you now. Because truth is coming, and you need to be stable enough to hear it without falling apart. You've grown, my child. You're not who you were when they left. You're wiser. You're more spiritually alert, and you're finally ready to receive what was always yours, but now with dignity, not desperation. In these next 48 hours, a divine signal will be sent. And if you follow it, if you obey the pull in your heart, something wild will happen. The very area of your life where you were losing will become the place you start winning. The door that wouldn't open will swing wide. The person who once ignored you will suddenly try to reach out. But more importantly, you will feel peace again. Not fake peace, not distraction. Real peace, the kind that feels like sitting in the lap of God with your soul resting. And if you've been crying for that kind of peace, then hear me again. This message is not a joke. This is the last knock on your door before heaven moves with force. You're thinking, but what if I'm wrong? What if nothing happens? Oh, child, you've already witnessed too many confirmations to ask that now. The way this message pulled your heart, that was confirmation. The way your thoughts aligned with these words before I even wrote them, that was spiritual resonance. The chills, the heaviness in your chest, the sudden stillness, these are divine indicators. Stop waiting for more proof. The moment to act is now. Don't let your logic talk you out of your blessing. Logic never opens supernatural doors, faith does. And right now, all heaven is waiting on is one thing, your yes. This is the final moment. If you feel your heart beating faster, it's not fear, it's recognition. Your soul knows this is real. Your angels are watching. I am standing by your side. God is looking at your next move. Will you skip this like it's another thing to ignore, or will you treat it as your lifeline from heaven? Because that's what it is. I have been patient. I have whispered. I have waited. But today I shout. Do not walk away from this. Do not treat it casually. This is your moment. And now I will tell you something you were not expecting to hear, something that has been hidden from you for a long time. There is a heavenly agreement being renegotiated on your behalf right now. Yes, the angels are in a divine meeting. They're going over your case. They're not looking at your past sins, your failures, or your doubts. No, they are looking at your endurance, your heart, your silent obedience when no one clapped for you. They are reviewing your midnight prayers, the times you chose peace over revenge, the times you broke but didn't break others, and the decision is being made in your favor. But here's the shocking part. Your case was almost dismissed. Your name was almost removed from the blessing timeline because heaven thought you stopped believing. That's why this emergency message was sent, to pull you back, to give you one last chance. You are being given the opportunity to shift everything with one response. Right now, right here. As you hear these words, as you feel that lump in your throat or that heat in your chest, don't run from it. Lean in. Heaven is rewriting your ending, but your surrender is the ink. Say yes. Say you're ready. Say you're done running. You don't have to know all the answers. You just have to receive this truth and walk forward by faith. You are being given the opportunity to shift everything with one response. Right now, right here. As you hear these words, as you feel that lump in your throat or that heat in your chest, don't run from it. Lean in. Heaven is rewriting your ending, but your surrender is the ink. Say yes. Say you're ready. Say you're done running. You don't have to know all the answers. You just have to receive this truth and walk forward by faith. I see a divine deposit coming to your home. Not just money, although, yes, financial restoration is part of this, but peace, power, a fresh mind, a healed heart. People don't talk about how healing peace is, how rare and expensive peace is. You've been carrying spiritual exhaustion like a heavy coat, and now it's time to take it off. You've tried everything, even pretending to be okay when you're not. But today, I'm tearing the mask away. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. You are just under spiritual construction, and it's time to break free. The angels have been instructed to visit your house tonight. Yes, tonight. This is not a metaphor, this is literal. They will come silently. They will check your energy, your faith, your openness. If they find readiness, something will shift by morning. If they find resistance, they will pass over you and wait. But I pray you do not make them wait again. They have waited long enough. You've waited long enough. And I want to speak now to your fear, that lingering fear that maybe you're too late, that maybe you've missed your moment, that maybe you're too far behind to ever catch up. That's a lie from the pits designed to paralyze you. Let me destroy that lie now. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are right on time for a resurrection. Not just a blessing, a full resurrection of the life that almost died inside you, of the dream you buried, of the version of you that once danced, once laughed, once believed without hesitation. That part of you isn't gone, it's just sleeping. And this message is your trumpet. Wake up, child. Your destiny is calling. You're not reading this by mistake. Your name was called in heaven this week. Yes, yours. There was a moment, a sacred moment, where God paused and said, "It's time." And the angels moved. And this message was delivered. And now you are here, standing at the edge of everything you've ever wanted. But you have to decide if you'll step forward. And now I need you to do something bold, something spiritual, something public. Yes, I said public. Heaven wants to see your faith in motion. Scroll down now and type the words, "I receive this message. I say yes to my miracle. I am ready." Don't just think it. Don't just whisper it. Type it, post it, declare it. This act will shake the spiritual atmosphere around you. It will mark your decision, and it will allow me, Archangel Michael, to step into your life with full force, full access, full authority. I will send dreams, signs, helpers. I will remove every fake friend. I will expose secret enemies. I will align divine connections, but only after your yes. I am not here to scare you. I am here to save you. I am not here to pressure you. I am here to pull you into your promise. This is not about religion. This is about destiny. You were made for more. You were not made for stress, for surviving day to day, for wondering if you're enough. You were made for bold love, for divine purpose, for a legacy that shifts your family tree. But it starts now. The gate is open, the clock is ticking, and my sword is raised not in war but in protection for you. Please, my child, don't let this be another moment you skip. Don't silence your intuition again. Don't treat this like any other message, because it's not. It's your rescue mission from above. And in 2 days, you will know exactly why I sent this. You will feel it. You will see it. You will look back and say, "Thank God I didn't ignore this. Thank God I opened it." And when that moment comes, when the thing I warned you about tries to reach you, you will not be afraid, because by then you will be prepared, spiritually armed, surrounded by angels, filled with clarity. Your enemies won't recognize you. They'll expect the old version of you, the one who stayed quiet, who shrunk back, who doubted their own power. But this time, you'll rise with divine fire in your eyes. You will speak with calm authority. You will walk through the storm and not get wet, because heaven won't just be watching you, it will be walking with you. There is someone who is going to try and pull you back. A voice from the past, a tempting message, a sudden apology. Be careful. Not all closure is genuine. Some apologies are really distractions in disguise. Some returns are actually traps. That's why this message had to come first, to warn you. Because not everyone who says they miss you is sent by God. Some are sent to steal your time, your peace, your focus. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Manifest wealth with Moses. There's a missing 11th commandment that Moses received that never made it to the current version of the Bible. Moses' first 10 commandments taught us how to live, like a guidebook for life. The 11th commandment helps us manifest the kind of life we really want, though. If that sounds appealing in any way, click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. You can manifest wealth and abundance today with the 11th commandment of Moses. Don't waste any more time going without what you deserve in life. Access the 11th commandment now for free. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. You must ask your soul, not your emotions. Does this feel like peace or pressure? I have seen your heart, child. I've seen how you give even when you're empty, how you help even when you're hurting, how you smile when you really want to scream. And heaven has made a decision. Your generosity will not go unpaid. Your love was not wasted. The energy you poured into others is coming back. A harvest is being prepared. But you cannot delay the planting any longer. Your yes is the seed. Your surrender is the soil, and this message is the rain. Don't let the noise around you drown out the call within you. You are not crazy for craving something deeper, for wanting real connection, real answers, real healing. That hunger you feel, it's not weakness. It's a sign that your soul remembers something the world made you forget. You are not just a body walking through time. You are a soul fulfilling a mission. Your life has layers, levels, divine chapters that have yet to unfold. But if you keep living in fear, you'll never get to the part where the miracle happens. I have seen your heart, child. I've seen how you give even when you're empty, how you help even when you're hurting, how you smile when you really want to scream. And heaven has made a decision. Your generosity will not go unpaid. Your love was not wasted. The energy you poured into others is coming back. A harvest is being prepared. But you cannot delay the planting any longer. Your yes is the seed, your surrender is the soil, and this message is the rain. Don't let the noise around you drown out the call within you. You are not crazy for craving something deeper, for wanting real connection, real answers, real healing. That hunger you feel, it's not weakness. It's a sign that your soul remembers something the world made you forget. You are not just a body walking through time. You are a soul fulfilling a mission. Your life has layers, levels, divine chapters that have yet to unfold. But if you keep living in fear, you'll never get to the part where the miracle happens. And yes, there is a miracle coming. I speak this clearly. Before this month ends, you will witness a divine shift. You will hear news that changes your mood. You will receive a message that makes you pause. You will be shown something you weren't supposed to see, and it will make everything click. Truth will pour out. Light will expose what was hidden. And you will be thankful that you followed your intuition, that you listened to heaven, that you obeyed when I said, "Open this." Now, even now, as you breathe, I am placing protection over your home, over your devices, over your finances, over your relationships. Everything that concerns you, it concerns God. Nothing is too small to bring to Him. Not the money you're stressing about, not the message you're waiting for, not the strange dreams, not the heaviness on your chest. He sees it all. And I, Archangel Michael, am standing guard over it. But I can only stand where I'm invited. I can only cover what you open up to heaven. So breathe and say these words softly. I open my life to heaven. I allow divine timing. I release fear. I say yes to what is for me. Let those words settle in your spirit. Don't just say them, believe them. Because your future is not a random accident. It is a sacred design. And today, heaven whispered your name and pressed play on the next chapter. Not because you earned it, but because you're ready. Ready for more, ready for peace, ready to walk out of survival mode and into sacred purpose. There is someone in your life who is going to be surprised by your growth. Someone who thought you'd never heal, never rise, never move on. They will see you soon. Maybe not face to face, maybe from afar, but they will see. And they'll feel it in their spirit. You've changed. You're not the same, and they'll wonder what happened to them. And the answer will be this: you remembered who you are. You woke up. You said yes to your divine path. You obeyed the message. And if you do that, if you really take this to heart, this entire moment, every second you've spent reading, then nothing can stop what's about to be released over your life. Let the others scroll past. Let them think it's just another message. Let them miss it, but not you. You're different, you're marked, you're chosen, and now you're ready. You know what you must do. Don't delay. Open your heart, open your spirit, type your yes, say it out loud. Share this divine signal. And then watch what heaven does in the next 2 days. Watch how suddenly everything changes because you didn't skip this time. You opened it, and I will help you now. Archangel Michael. And now, as the veil between the spiritual and the physical is still thin, I want you to be still for a moment. Just listen, not with your ears, but with your spirit. Can you feel it? That quiet shift in the atmosphere. That deep sense that something is moving. That isn't just emotion. It's not your imagination. It's me. It's God. It's the angels all around you, aligning things that were delayed, healing things that were broken, removing things that were blocking. You may not see it yet, but trust this. Just because it hasn't shown up doesn't mean it's not on the way. Some miracles walk slowly so your heart has time to prepare. You're not being punished, child. You're being prepared. And that preparation hurts sometimes. It stretches you, humbles you, slows you down so that heaven can speed you up later. What you call a delay, we call a detour into deeper destiny. Some people were removed because they would have poisoned your blessing. Some plans were stopped because they were too small. And some dreams were delayed because the version of you that asked for them wasn't the version that could handle them. But now you're getting closer. Now you're more surrendered. Now you're more aligned with the truth of who you are. And now you're about to receive something you once thought was lost forever. There is a holy reason this message is reaching you exactly 2 days before the shift. Because when it happens, and it will happen, your heart will flash back to this moment. You'll remember these words. You'll say, "This is what Archangel Michael meant. This is the breakthrough I was being warned about." And when that happens, I want you to pause, smile, and lift your eyes to the sky, because that's how heaven celebrates. We do not use confetti. We use confirmation. You're not behind. You're not cursed. You're not stuck. You are a miracle in motion. And if you felt tired lately, if your soul has been aching for something more, that's because you're being pushed out of survival and into transformation. The pain is proof that the old version of you is dying and the divine version of you is waking up. Don't fight the transformation. Don't fear the transition. Let it happen. Let heaven do what only heaven can do. And yes, I will be with you every moment, every step, every breath. When you walk into that room with a decision hanging in the air, I'll be beside you. When you face that conversation you've been dreading, I'll guide your words. When you sleep tonight, I will place signs in your dreams. And when you wake up tomorrow, I'll have already gone ahead of you, clearing the path. Because when I say I'll protect you, I mean it. I do not leave halfway. I do not abandon my assignment. And you, my child, are my divine assignment. You're not behind. You're not cursed. You're not stuck. You are a miracle in motion. And if you felt tired lately, if your soul has been aching for something more, that's because you're being pushed out of survival and into transformation. The pain is proof that the old version of you is dying and the divine version of you is waking up. Don't fight the transformation. Don't fear the transition. Let it happen. Let heaven do what only heaven can do. And yes, I will be with you every moment, every step, every breath. When you walk into that room with a decision hanging in the air, I'll be beside you. When you face that conversation you've been dreading, I'll guide your words. When you sleep tonight, I will place signs in your dreams. And when you wake up tomorrow, I'll have already gone ahead of you, clearing the path. Because when I say I'll protect you, I mean it. I do not leave halfway. I do not abandon my assignment. And you, my child, are my divine assignment. Now listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to say is not just a sentence. It's a spiritual instruction. You must not go back to what broke you. Read that again slowly. You must not go back to what broke you, not out of guilt, not out of loneliness, not out of fear. The past will beg for your attention, but your future is begging for your obedience. You can't take your old patterns into a new promise. You can't carry poison into a place of purpose. If you want to rise, you must let go, forgive, release, detach. This isn't cruelty, this is freedom. Letting go of what is not yours anymore makes room for what has always been meant for you. And what is meant for you is coming sooner than you think. Someone has already mentioned your name. A shift is already set in motion. And within the next 2 days, you will sense it. But don't wait for the miracle to show up before you believe. Believe now. Activate your faith now. Celebrate before you see it. That's how heaven works. We respond to faith, not fear. So this is it, your final moment of choice. You've reached the end of this message, but the beginning of your miracle. Are you ready? Then prove it to heaven. Subscribe, declare it, share it, receive it. Because you are standing at the edge of a divine explosion, the kind that rewrites lives, renews minds, and releases generational blessings. And all of heaven is watching. Now go. Your angels have been released. Your story is about to change forever. And Archangel Michael is leading the way. Amen. And even now, as you breathe and blink and sit with this message in your hands, something is already shifting in the spiritual realm. A ripple has been created because you receive this word with your full heart. A light has been lit above you, not visible to the eyes of the world, but seen clearly in the heavens. This light is attracting miracles. It's calling angels. It's realigning timelines. I repeat again, this is not just a message. This is a spiritual activation. And I need to tell you what I see coming next. I see a person approaching your energy, someone you don't expect. They're going to say they've changed. They may offer something that looks like peace, but behind it, there's confusion, a distraction, a small spiritual test to see if you'll fall for the familiar when you're standing at the door of your future. Be careful. Trust your spirit, not your history with them. Just because someone was part of your story doesn't mean they deserve a place in your future chapters. Let them go with grace and don't look back. I also see a financial opening, a divine moment where resources that were stuck begin to flow again. It may be small at first, an unexpected deposit, a refund, a delayed payment finally arriving. But don't dismiss it. It's a sign, a confirmation that your provision is being released. And if you respond with gratitude and faith instead of fear, that flow will grow. Because God isn't just trying to give you money. He's trying to teach you that you will never be forsaken again. You've been in survival mode too long. You've been carrying burdens that were never yours to carry. You've spent nights asking, "Why me? And when will it be my turn?" Child, this is your turn. This is your moment. This is your sign. Do not wait for the world to tell you what heaven has already confirmed. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are right on time for a supernatural acceleration. And now I want you to do something simple but powerful. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and say this slowly with your soul. I surrender everything I cannot control. I invite miracles into my life. I trust heaven's timing. I release fear. I receive protection. I say yes to the life God has written for me. Feel that peace. That's me, Archangel Michael, settling into the atmosphere around you. That's not a feeling, that's my presence. And I want you to know I am not leaving your side. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. As the sun sets tonight, I will stand by your bed. I will watch over your thoughts. I will fight every dark force trying to interrupt your rest. I will block the nightmares. I will silence the enemy. And when you wake up tomorrow, you will wake up with new clarity, new strength. You will feel lighter. And that, child, is not by accident. That is the result of you saying yes to this divine message. So many scroll past these warnings. So many ignore the whispers from heaven, but you didn't. You stayed. You listened. You believed. And because of that, you will be rewarded. Do not be surprised when someone who rejected you before suddenly wants to return. Do not be surprised when closed doors start swinging open. Do not be surprised when you feel something heavy leaving your body in the middle of the night. That's deliverance. That's alignment. That's healing. And it all started with one choice. You didn't skip this message. I've been trying to reach you for days, weeks even. I've been trying through signs, through numbers, through dreams, through random words you overheard, through that strange feeling in your chest that something was about to happen. And now that you've opened this, everything can begin. Everything can shift. This is not the end. This is the moment before the miracle explodes. This is your divine countdown. 2 days, 48 hours. Watch what happens. Watch who calls. Watch what dream comes. Watch what door opens. Watch how heaven proves itself. So many scroll past these warnings. So many ignore the whispers from heaven, but you didn't. You stayed. You listened. You believed. And because of that, you will be rewarded. Do not be surprised when someone who rejected you before suddenly wants to return. Do not be surprised when closed doors start swinging open. Do not be surprised when you feel something heavy leaving your body in the middle of the night. That's deliverance. That's alignment. That's healing. And it all started with one choice. You didn't skip this message. I've been trying to reach you for days, weeks even. I've been trying through signs, through numbers, through dreams, through random words you overheard, through that strange feeling in your chest that something was about to happen. And now that you've opened this, everything can begin. Everything can shift. This is not the end. This is the moment before the miracle explodes. This is your divine countdown. 2 days, 48 hours. Watch what happens. Watch who calls. Watch what dream comes. Watch what door opens. Watch how heaven proves itself. Because you obeyed, because you believed, because you finally said yes. And now I go before you. I stand behind you. I walk beside you. The next 48 hours will change everything. Archangel Michael, your divine protector and guide. And now, as the heavens remain open above you, I want you to hear this with your full heart. Not the part of your heart that has been disappointed before, but the part that still hopes in silence. The part that still believes that maybe, just maybe, there's something beautiful waiting for you. That part of your soul has been whispering quietly in the background for so long. But after today, it won't need to whisper anymore because heaven has heard it. I have heard it, and now I am responding in full force. You don't have to fight for attention anymore. You don't have to beg to be seen. Your silent prayers were louder in heaven than any words you've ever spoken out loud. I want you to know something deeply personal. You were chosen in secret to be rewarded in public. That's why your battles were so private, so painful, so misunderstood. No one really saw what you were going through, but God did, and I did. And now every hidden tear, every sleepless night, every why me God has reached a tipping point. That moment is now. You may not feel strong. You may not even feel ready, but you are. That's why this message came when it did. That's why you couldn't scroll past it. Something pulled you here, even when your mind said maybe later. But there is no later, not this time. Because the spiritual window is open now, and windows don't stay open forever. You had to receive this message while it's still early, because in 48 hours, something big is going to appear. It will look sudden, but it won't be sudden. It's been building behind the scenes for months, maybe even years. And now it's time. You don't need to understand how everything will unfold. You just need to stay open. The answers will come one by one. You don't need to force anything. God is not asking you to control the outcome, only to trust the timing. And I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to have courage even while you're afraid. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to believe that heaven is bigger than your enemies, your debts, your mistakes, your regrets, your past, your fears, your loneliness. There is a reason this is happening now. There is a reason your name was whispered in heaven this week. It's because your assignment is about to activate in a new way. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. God's bank, there is an eighth dimension where all the abundance of the universe lies. It's what some experts call God's bank. You see, the number 8 is symbolically used in the Bible to indicate a new beginning or a new order of things. And when you can access this eighth dimension, you'll experience a new beginning yourself, being born again into a life full of prosperity and wealth. The crazy part is the Bible tells us how to access this eighth dimension. It was just written in a code that's never been broken until just this year. But now that it has, it's a race against time to make this info public. Because many of the traditional religious leaders and billionaires of the world do not want you to know about this. After all, they think it will directly affect the comfy lives they lead. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of. That's why we created this short video documentary to get the truth to you. I urge you to watch it now while you still can. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. The world needs your light, your voice, your energy, your compassion. And the enemy has tried so hard to silence that through distractions, through toxic people, through discouragement, through fear. But the truth is, you never lost your purpose. You just forgot how powerful it was. I'm here to remind you. You are not ordinary. You are not overlooked. You are not replaceable. You are not too late. You are chosen, and your time is now. These words are not just floating ideas. They are carrying divine energy coded specifically for your soul. That's why you feel chills. That's why your breathing slowed. That's why your body feels something your mind doesn't yet understand. Because your spirit already recognizes the truth. This message is real, and it is yours. Heaven has seen you survive what should have broken you. You've lived through betrayal that would have crushed someone else. You've carried burdens that were far heavier than you ever admitted. And you did it quietly, alone, with grace. And God is saying now, no more silence. It's time to reward the one who kept walking even with broken feet. So don't panic in this transition. Even if things feel unfamiliar, even if people fall away, even if it seems like nothing is changing yet, stay still. Stay surrendered, because everything is shifting in your favor, and it's already started. There is a team of angels assigned to your life right now. They have been ordered to watch over you, to speak to you in signs, to guide you to opportunities, to shield you from spiritual attacks. You don't need to fear the future. The future has already been secured by faith, and every step you take from this moment forward will be watched, protected, and blessed. You were never walking alone, not even for a second. I walked beside you even in the days you didn't believe I was there. I stood by your bed on the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I guarded your dreams even when they turned to nightmares. I redirected attacks you didn't even know were coming. I protected your name when people tried to drag it through shadows. And now I lift you into a new dimension of divine alignment. Heaven is not confused about who you are. Even when you doubted yourself, even when others doubted you, your story has been written in light, not shame. And no human being can change what God has decided about you. The final instruction is simple. Do not skip. Do not wait. Do not ignore. If you've made it to the end of this message, it means you were spiritually strong enough to receive all of it. And because of that, I can now release the last layer of divine energy over you. You are now fully covered. You are now fully seen. You are now fully prepared. The shift begins now. Your time of crisis will pass. Your time of miracles will arrive because you listened when heaven spoke, because you opened it. You were never walking alone, not even for a second. I walked beside you even in the days you didn't believe I was there. I stood by your bed on the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I guarded your dreams even when they turned to nightmares. I redirected attacks you didn't even know were coming. I protected your name when people tried to drag it through shadows. And now I lift you into a new dimension of divine alignment. Heaven is not confused about who you are. Even when you doubted yourself, even when others doubted you, your story has been written in light, not shame. And no human being can change what God has decided about you. The final instruction is simple. Do not skip. Do not wait. Do not ignore. If you've made it to the end of this message, it means you were spiritually strong enough to receive all of it. And because of that, I can now release the last layer of divine energy over you. You are now fully covered. You are now fully seen. You are now fully prepared. The shift begins now. Your time of crisis will pass. Your time of miracles will arrive because you listened when heaven spoke, because you opened it. And now heaven will open for you, Archangel Michael. And as you sit in the stillness of this final moment, something unexplainable is happening inside of you. No, you're not imagining it. Your heart really is beating a little faster. Your breathing is slower now, not because you're tired, but because something in your spirit finally feels seen. For the first time in a long time, you're not just surviving, you're receiving. This is the part your soul was waiting for. The part where God finally says, now let the blessing begin. Because this is it. This is the final layer. You are stepping into the sacred zone of answered prayers. Some things you whispered years ago are about to start showing up in the next 2 days. You forgot you even asked. You thought it was too big, too wild, too late. But heaven does not forget. God collects your prayers like treasures. And nothing is wasted. Not one tear, not one moment of surrender, not one sacrifice. Everything is accounted for. So when it starts happening, when things begin moving without your effort, when money shows up out of nowhere, when someone reaches out you haven't heard from in years, when dreams return stronger than ever, do not be afraid. Don't question it. Don't sabotage it. Receive it because it's yours, because you passed the test, because you didn't skip this message, because you listened, because you surrendered, and because I, Archangel Michael, stood before God and defended your name. I stood in the divine courtroom and said, "This one is ready. This one is pure. This one still believes." And heaven said, "Then let the miracle begin." And so it shall. From now on, every room you walk into will shift. Every conversation will carry more weight. Every thought will have more clarity. Every step will be guided. Every night will be lighter. Every morning will come with purpose. And every breath you take will be wrapped in divine protection. You are no longer the version of yourself who had to beg to be seen, who had to wonder if you were chosen, who had to carry all that pain and pretend to be okay. No, that version of you has ended now. A new you has been born from this moment. The version of you that walks in grace, in wisdom, in authority, in healing, in love. That's who you are now. And the world will begin to respond to you differently because heaven is now flowing through your energy, through your voice, through your presence. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to be, because you are enough. You always were. You are loved. You always were. You are chosen. You always were. And now you are ready. So stand up, breathe deeper, smile without reason, walk without fear. Because from this day forward, you are under divine instructions, divine guidance, divine covering. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will block you. Nothing will confuse you. And if anything tries, I will remove it instantly, because you are under the authority of heaven now. And my final words to you today are not just words. They are your spiritual contract. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded. You are starting a new season, and you are stepping into your miracle. The countdown has already begun. Just 2 days from now, the confirmation will come. Be watching, be listening, be ready. And until then, hold this truth close to your heart. You said yes. You opened the message, and now heaven opens for you. Amen. Archangel Michael. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. The Bible left for you. If you tried every law of attraction or manifestation product on the market, and still you're struggling to attract the wealth you always wanted, this 7-second wealth prayer is almost guaranteed to help. When this prayer is used for just 7 seconds a day, you won't recognize the wealth flooding into your life next month. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Check out this wealth attraction secret for yourself right now. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.